Hello there, my very fluffy fur babies. It's Mom Fur Babies here, and I am coming to you with a video from Tisa Tells. I am one of the people that believe that Tisa Tells does her due diligence before she gets on here and says anything. We are trying to make sure that we keep Shanquella Robinson's name in the forefront, and it's starting to get pushed back and pushed back and pushed back. And I'm going to let Tisa tell you exactly what I totally agree with her on, and I thank her for putting this video out. And please go visit her channel. She has a lot of information about the Shanquella Robinson case. So here we go, guys.
Guys, listen, it looks like a Christmas miracle has come for one family, but you guys, we need to talk about what's going on with the Shanquella Robinson case as it relates to the Idaho murders, as it relates to also the investigation and also indictment of Matthew Taylor Coleman. You guys, what am I talking about? If you guys don't know, there's been a Christmas miracle for the family in the Idaho murders. That's right. The police, through countless hours of detective work, the FBI plastering the story everywhere, 60 agents coming out of retirement to help solve this murder of 4 children taken off this earth too soon. It looks like they may have justice. There is somebody in custody. I'm going to let you know about that. But there's also somebody you need to know about, and his name is Matthew Taylor Coleman, and what they both have to do with Shanquella Robinson. Let me just say this, right? I'm about to get into this, and please understand that my frustration and my sheer, at this point, anger at what's going on has nothing to do with the family. God bless them. I'm glad that the family of the 4 children slain in Idaho can perhaps get the justice they deserve if they picked up the right person. And also, this is nothing about the family with Matthew Taylor. My goal isn't to say, how come you guys are happy? How come they get justice? My goal is to say, where is our justice? What's going on? Because you guys, I've been talking about this for a minute, okay? And a lot of people in the comments, thank you so much for commenting. We're saying, understand the wheels of justice, they move slowly. Everybody just be quiet. Let the authorities do their job. The problem with you is you don't understand the way police and investigations work. To which I say, you guys, I've been telling you, I always know the way police and investigations work. I know how long the law takes. I don't care what person tells you what. I have seen the hands of justice grab people quickly. I've seen the wheels of justice move as quick as the people behind them want them to move. And you guys, the sad thing is that this miracle that the family in Idaho received, that the miracle that the family with Matthew Taylor received in the form of his indictment, how it highlights that what's going on with Shanquella, the way the case is being handled, the fact of the extradition, the fact that the FBI dragging their feet, the fact that it hasn't gotten more media coverage, and the fact that there is still no justice in Nasir Wiggins, Elisa Hyde, and all of these people are walking around as if nothing happened.
I stopped the video because I would like to say that I totally agree with Tisha. And it's so sad because we sit around and people don't see that things really have not changed since slavery. We are still slaves. We are second, third, fourth class citizens to people in the United States of America. I'm only speaking facts. I'm not speaking like this is better than the other, but I don't understand how we have plenty of people of color living in the projects with no water and nasty pipes and this, that, and the other, and we give billions of dollars to another country because they're in a war with Russia. I don't understand it. There's no way in the world that anyone in the United States of America should be homeless. And while there are Caucasians that's homeless. There's plenty of people of color that's homeless. And I totally agree with Miss Tisha. Where is the government? Where is her justice? Is no way in the world that they got a video. They know everybody's name. They know where they live. They know where they work. And no one has been apprehended. I'm going to listen. I'm going to listen a little bit more so you can hear what she has to say. And then we're going to start doing what we need to do. Put hashtag justice for Shanquella Robinson everywhere and everything we do. Right, fur babies? Yes, right.
Now, this is to say with Dejanay, I will say, no one's been convicted of anything, okay? Only as we know there's a warrant for one person. But what about the other Cabo 6? And what about Dejanay? And what about why the U.S. decided to step aside when they can take action? The U.S. decided to step aside and let Mexico take the lead. Everybody's tripping over the fact that she'll be in a Mexico prison. And we all know that nobody wants to be in a Mexico prison. But did you know that there is a man called Matthew Taylor who was extradited, committed a heinous murder on Mexican soil? It was not plotted in America. He decided when he went down, you know what, I'm going to do this. I'm going to tell you about what happened. And do you know that the U.S., Mexico people wanted to indict him there and to make him stand trial there? Do you know the U.S. considered it and said no, because we want him, the death penalty is not off the table, and we want to consider that. So thank you for cooperating with us. Thank you for letting us conduct an investigation on your soil. Thank you for working with us so we could conduct a legal investigation on Mexican soil. What happened? Thank you, guys. But we got it from here. We'll prosecute him here because we want him to pay what he did. And just like California, where that man was indicted, the Southern District of California, guess what? The reason they had the death penalty. And do you know what else is going on in North Carolina? They also have the death penalty. Do you know that as much as everybody's saying, Mexico's asking for extradition, what's the U.S. supposed to say? The same thing they told Mexico when they wanted that man, Matthew Taylor. We're going to handle it from here. We don't know if we're giving him the death penalty, but we don't want it off the table. And since you guys don't give the death penalty in murder, it's just not proper to extradite him. We're going to keep him here. Why isn't Shanquella getting the same treatment? Listen, first of all, let's get into what happened with the Idaho murders.
Okay, guys. So I don't want to get into the Idaho murders. Like she said, we're praising God and thanking God that they have apprehended someone. But with 60 FBI agents and a total unlimited resource of police officers, they should have caught this guy a long time ago. They claimed they had no real evidence. We have so much evidence that has to do with Shanquella. And the law is just, I don't want to say it. I want to be very careful what I say. But the law is acting like we do not exist. Fur baby family, please, whatever you do, wherever you go, until Shanquella Robinson gets justice, please keep her name out in the forefront. And I'm thanking you for that. And I know her family, even though I don't know them, is thankful. There's just no way in the world that should have happened. And what we all need to do is sit back and think, what if that was my daughter? What if that was my sister? What if that was my mother? And that happened. I bet you wouldn't be sitting back chilling. So we're just asking, don't please ignore my fur babies. They are they're so little, 5 pounds, and have the biggest voice I've ever heard. Anyway, it's all about Shanquella Robinson.